Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a talk given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on November 3rd, 2024 in Sridham, Māyāpur, India. The talk was given at the ISKCON Chowpatty Yātrā Pandal program.
Pangum langhayate girim
Yātrā
Shri Gurum Dīnatarinam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram.
That's right. So I was asked to speak a little about Lord Nityananda.
So I was asked to speak a little about Lord Nityananda.
Lord Nityananda went with Lord Chaitanya to Jayapataka.
Lord Nityananda went with Lord Chaitanya to Jagannath Puri.
And then one day Lord Chaitanya talked with Nityananda.
And then one day Lord Chaitanya talked with Lord Nityananda.
And, no one knew what they were talking.
And no one knew what they were talking about.
But he said that I had to leave Bengal, but the work is not completed.
But he said that I had to leave Bengal, but the work is not completed.
So I think he's there in Jagannath Puri, and he said, I think you should return to Bengal and finish what we left.
So I think, you see, they were in Jagannath Puri. So he said, I think you should go back to Bengal and finish the work that is still left to do.
You don't have to come every year to Jagannath Puri.
And you don't have to come every year to Jagannath Puri.
Lord Nityananda said you would need some devotees.
Lord Nityananda said that he would need some devotees.
Lord Chaitanya told him he would take some devotees.
Lord Chaitanya told him that he could take some devotees.
And many Ramdas and many devotees, they went back to Bengal with Lord Nityananda.
And Minekatan Ramdas and many other devotees, they went back to Bengal with Lord Nityananda.
This is just an introduction.
I am just giving you, this is just the introduction.
There are many past times that happened in Panihati.
And there are many pastimes that happened in Panihati.
Lord Nityananda, he went to Adi Saptagram.
And then Lord Nityananda, he went to Adi Saptagram.
And then he decided to go back to Bengal.
And then
I go back to Navadvip.
And then he decided, he told them all that you all go back to Navadvip.
So when I went to Navadvip, then he met Sachimata.
So then he went to Navadvip and then he met Sachimata.
She begged him to please stay a little time in Navadvip.
And she begged him to please stay a little bit time in Navadvip.
So then he took his associates and did some Naga Kirtan in Navadvip.
So then he took his associates and he took his Nagar Kirtan throughout Navadvip.
So he stayed in a house of a Brahmin devotee.
So he stayed in a house of a Brahmana devotee.
And he was doing his kirtan.
And he was doing his kirtan.
But at that time, some dacoits lived in Navadvip.
But at that time, there were some dacoits who lived in Navadvip.
Dacoits mean armed robbers.
Dacoits mean armed robbers.
Their head was someone who was born in a Brahmin family.
And their head was someone who was born in a Brahmin family.
But he always hanged out with the dacoits. He did many sinful things.
But he always hung out with dacoits and he did many sinful things.
So he gathered all the dacoits together.
So he gathered all the dacoits together.
Chandi has helped us. She brought all the wealth in one place.
And Shanti.
Chandi.
Oh, Chandi has helped us. And we brought all the wealth together because of Chandi.
Lord Nityananda, he had aunties on his hands, he had pearl necklace around the neck.
Lord Nityananda had aunties on his hand and pearl necklace on his neck. Auntie means rings.
He had, he was covered with jewels and diamond earrings.
He was covered with jewels and diamond earrings.
And the dacoit leader, he said he must have. We can't estimate all his jewels and diamond rings and diamond earrings and silver hookahs.
So the dacoit leader, he said, we cannot underestimate all these diamond rings and jewels and diamond earrings and the silver nupurs, the ankle bells.
Unless they lax or rubies in one place.
So it must be lakhs of rupees in one place.
So this is all the mercy of Chandi.
So this is all the mercy of Chandi.
She brought the wealth just in one place for us to steal.
She brought the wealth all in one place for us to steal.
So, like this, and lose the dacoits.
So like this, he enthused the other dacoits.
They went, they sent a spy ahead, what's happening, what's all they're doing.
So they sent a spy ahead to see what the Avadhut was doing.
And he said he's eating rough people. So they said, he's eating bhat.
So they were rough people. So he said he is eating bhat, which is rice in Bengali.
And of course, we would say he's taking prasad.
Of course, we usually say we eating prasad.
But they talk in rough people.
But that's how they talk. The rough people, that's how they talk.
So the Dagoit leader said, all right, he said that they're kirtan in the room. So the spy said that he's eating and the others are dancing.
So there was kirtan in the room. So the spy said that he is eating and there is dancing in the room.
So the Dagoit leader, the Brahmin, he said, all right, let us sit for some time. And they'll get tired and they'll sleep.
So then the Dacoit leader said that, okay, let us sit and wait for some time, let them get tired and go to sleep.
And then they went to a tree, sat on the tree.
And then they went to a tree and sat under a tree.
And then one after another was meditating on Lord Nityananda.
And they were one or the other, they were all meditating on Lord Nityananda.
They said, all right, I want diamond earrings.
So they said, all right, I want the diamond earrings.
Someone said, I want his pearl necklace.
And someone said, I want his pearl necklace.
Someone said, I want his rings.
Someone said, I want his rings.
Each Dagoit was thinking what he could take.
Each Dacoit was thinking what he would take.
But then the illusory energy of the Lord caught all of them.
But then the illusory energy of the Lord caught all of them.
They fell asleep.
And they fell asleep.
I'm glad to see they're all awake. I'm glad to see they're all awake.
I'm glad to see you're all awake.
So then, sleep overcame all the Dagoits.
And then sleep overcame all the Dacoits.
In deep sleep.
And they were in deep sleep.
So deep that even the sun rose.
So deep that even the sun rose.
And when the crows started calling out.
And one of the crows started crying out.
Caw, caw, caw.
Caw, caw, caw.
And they woke up.
And then they woke up.
And one started accusing the other. You fell asleep first.
And then one started accusing the other. You started sleeping first.
Oh yeah. And what were you doing?
Oh yeah. What were you doing?
So like this, they hit all their weapons and shields and hit right first.
And then they hid out their spears and weapons in the deep forest.
And the Dacoit leader, the Brahmin,
and then the Dacoit leader, the Brahmin,
he said, this is all arranged by Chandi,
He
we
said,
didn't do worship for her.
this is all arranged by Chandi because we didn't properly worship her.
We should do a big puja, all her meat, wine.
We should do a big puja, offer her meat, wine.
We didn't do puja, and this is what happened to us.
We didn't do a puja, and this is what happened to us.
So the next day, they did a elaborate puja of Chandi,
So the next day,
the demigoddess of the thieves.
the next day they did an elaborate puja of Chandi, the demigoddess of the dacoits.
And they came to Lord Nityananda's house.
Then they came to Lord Nityananda's house.
They surrounded the house.
They surrounded the house.
They ready to attack them. Suddenly saw that they was guarded by infantrymen.
Then they suddenly saw that the place was guarded by infantrymen
Who were having sandals hold on their forehead, garlands hanging down their feet.
who were having sandalwood paste on their forehead, garlands that were hanging down up to their feet,
They were chanting,
and they were chanting,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So each infantryman was very well built.
So each infantryman was very well built.
One of these infantrymen could kill 100 people.
One of his infantrymen could kill 100 people.
They were so strong.
They were so strong.
So the dacoits thought, maybe some king or someone is visiting the altitude.
So the dacoits, they thought that maybe some king or someone is visiting the Avadhut.
All his soldiers are surrounding the house.
And all his soldiers are surrounding the house.
So it's not the time to attack them.
So it's not the time to attack them.
We'll wait 10 days or something, and then all the people will go.
Let us wait for 10 days or something, and then all these people will go.
So the dacoits that night they left.
So the dacoits that night, they all left.
They came back after a week or 10 days.
Then they came back after about 8 or 10 days.
And that night there was clouds overhead.
And that night there was clouds overhead.
It was pitch black.
And it was pitch black.
So they were moving in.
And so they were moving in.
But they couldn't see anything.
But they really couldn't see anything.
Some fell in a ditch
Some fell in a ditch
where people had thrown remnants of food.
where people had thrown remnants of food.
They were bitten by leeches, scorpions, and insects.
And they were bitten by leeches, scorpions, and insects.
Some people fell, some dacoits fell in some canal.
some dacoits, some dacoits fell in some canal.
Broke their bones.
And they broke their bones.
They were, and Indra rained on them hailstones and rain.
Indra rained on them hailstones and rain. Hailstorms and rain.
So they're feeling great pain.
So they were all in really great pain.
And at this time, the Dacoit leader, he remembered that at least we fell asleep. The strong entity, now we're falling in the ditch.
So at that time, the Dacoit leader, he remembered that there was that we fell asleep. There was strong infantry, and now we have fallen in the ditch.
So then he had this remembrance that these are not accidents. This Nitai, he's actually Supreme Lord.
So then he had a remembrance that this Nitai, he is not ordinary. He is actual. These are not actual accidents, but this Nitai, he is the Supreme Lord.
Even if you fall in a ditch, if you fall on the ground, you have the ground supports you, and you get up with the help of the ground.
So even if you fall on the ground, you can get up with the help of the ground.
So like that, Nityananda should save us.
So like this, Nityananda should save us.
Lord Nityananda is not an ordinary person.
Lord Nityananda, he is not an ordinary person.
He is the Supreme Lord.
He is the Supreme Lord.
That's why every attempt is spoiled.
That is why every attempt is spoiled.
Jai Nitai!
Jai Nitai!
Jai Nitai!
Jai Nitai!
Jai Nitai!
Jai Nitai!
So, the Dacoit leader, he came and fell down at the feet of Lord Nityananda.
So the Dacoit leader, he came and fell down on the feet of Lord Nityananda.
He said, Nitai, Nitai, please save me.
Then he said, Nitai, Nitai, please save me.
But some of Nityananda's associates said, he's a thief.
But some of Lord Nityananda's associates said, he is a thief.
Maybe he's saying something to make us believe him.
Maybe he is saying something to make us believe him.
But then later, he may be a spy to see where our weak points are.
Then maybe he may be a spy. He may see where our weak points are.
So then Lord Nityananda asked, so what are you doing?
So then Lord Nityananda asked, so what have you been doing?
He said, I was born in a Brahmin family, but my whole life I've been hanging out with dacoits.
So then he said that I was born in a Brahmana family, but my whole life I have been hanging out with dacoits.
I killed many Brahmins, many cows. I'm a very sinful man.
I killed many Brahmanas, many cows. I'm a very sinful man.
What I haven't done with this body, it's hard to think.
What I haven't done with this body, it's very hard to think.
So I came with the idea to harm you and steal your diamonds and jewels and gold.
So I came with an idea to harm you, to steal all your diamonds and jewels.
So I think the only thing for me to do is go on again is to drown myself.
So I think the only thing for me to do is to go into the Ganges and drown myself.
So thieves never admit to being a thief.
So thieves never admit for being a thief.
But since he admitted, he said he wanted to take his life in the Ganges.
But since he admitted and he said he wanted to take his life in the Ganges,
so Lord Nityananda said that if you don't do these things anymore,
so Lord Nityananda said that if you don't do these things anymore,
then I will forgive you.
then I will forgive you.
But if you do it again,
But if you do it again,
you get full punishment.
you get full punishment.
And so the Dacoit leader, he touched the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda.
So the dacoit leader, he touched the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda.
Lord Nityananda told him that you should bring your other Dacoit friends.
Lord Nityananda told him that you should bring your other dacoit friends
And follow the righteous path.
and follow the righteous path.
So he agreed to that and he started chanting and raising his hands in the air like you were doing.
So then they agreed and they started chanting and raising their hands in the air like you were doing.
This night, Lord Nityananda brought all the Dacoits to also surrender to Lord Nityananda.
So in this way, Lord Nityananda brought all the dacoits also to surrender to Lord Nityananda.
This night, Lord Nityananda said that you can all surrender to Lord Chaitanya.
In this way, Lord Nityananda said that you can all surrender to Lord Chaitanya.
Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga,
Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga,
Nitai Gauranga, Jaya 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 Nitai Gauranga.
Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga.
Like this, Lord Nityananda, he was preaching in Bengal.
So like this, Lord Nityananda, he was preaching in Bengal.
And so he would wander around like, roll around.
So you would wander around like Lord Balaram.
Jewels and gold ornaments.
With all jewels and gold ornaments.
So, but he had nothing to fear.
But he had nothing to fear.
He, this way, he was preaching throughout Navadvip and other places.
So in this way, he was preaching throughout Navadvip and other places.
And he was accompanied by his associates.
And he was
accompanied by
his associates.
So, it says, if you just remember the names of his associates, you get love of God very easy.
Now it is said that if you simply remember his associates, you can receive love of God very easily.
But I can't remember all the names.
But I can't remember all the names.
It said that it's about time for Damodar Ashtakam.
And they said that it is about time for the Damodar Ashtakam.
So, when Lord Advaita came to Jagannath Puri,
so when Lord Advaita he came to Jagannath Puri,
and then Lord Chaitanya asked him how the thing was going in Bengal.
So then Lord Chaitanya asked him, how are things going in Bengal?
And he said that the bazaar is flooded.
And he said that the bazaar is
flooded.
The bazaar is flooded.
That no more no more clients.
There are no more clients.
Everything is taken.
Everything is taken.
Love of Godhead.
Love of Godhead.
So, Advaita Acharya, he was saying in a bit humorous way.
Advaita Acharya, he was saying it in a bit humorous way.
Lord Nityananda, he was flooding the whole country with Krishna consciousness.
That Lord Nityananda, he was flooding the whole country with Krishna consciousness.
So, I hope you are all enjoying your visit to Māyāpur.
So I hope you are all enjoying your visit to Māyāpur.
How many of you have downloaded the Māyāpur app?
How many of you have downloaded the Māyāpur app?
Are they just saying Haribol or they download it?
So I don't know if you're all saying Haribol or you have downloaded it.
So, Swami giving long lecturing classes.
So Radhanath Swami has been giving a lot of time during classes.
Long ecstatic classes.
Oh, longest.
Ecstatic classes.
Oh, longest ecstatic classes.
In case Started sitting for a long time, got a kirtan after that, they're all dancing.
In case you have been sitting for a long time, you have a kirtan and you're all standing and dancing.
We were thinking, today is the appearance day of Subhadra.
We were thinking that today is actually the appearance day of Subhadra.
And there was a blind devotee who wanted to go to Jagannath Puri.
And there was a blind devotee who wanted to go to Jagannath Puri.
But people would tell him, oh yeah, I'll take you.
But people would tell him, oh yeah, I will take you.
But then they leave. They go with Shivananda Sen.
But they would leave and they would all go with Shivananda Sen.
Because taking a blind man walking to Jagannath Puri from Māyāpur, it's a very big responsibility.
Because taking a blind person to Jagannath Puri from Māyāpur is a big responsibility.
So then the blind man, he realized that Shivananda Sen and all the devotees have left.
Then the blind man, he realized that Shivananda Sen and all the other devotees have actually left.
And he was praying to the Lord
Then he was praying to the Lord
that I want to serve you.
that I want to serve you.
Then Lord Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra appeared to him.
Then Lord Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra appeared to him
And said, tomorrow when you bathe in the Ganges,
and said, tomorrow when you bathe in the Ganges,
a big log will touch you.
a big log will come and touch you.
Have that brought out of the water,
Have that brought out of the water,
and have this leper carpenter carve Jagannath Baladev Subhadra.
and have the leper carpenter carve Jagannath Baladev and Subhadra.
So then he did that.
So then he did that.
When he asked the leper carpenter to carve the deities,
But when the Brahman asked the leper carpenter to carve the deities,
how can I carve deity? I'm impure. I'm
He
a
said-
leper.
he said, how can I carve deities? I am impure, I am a leper.
Then the blind man, blind devotee, he said, the Lord has told me that you should carve the deities.
So then the blind devotee, he said that the Lord has told me that you should carve the deities.
I take full responsibility if any offense may fall on me.
I take full responsibility. If there is any offense, let it fall on me.
So, will you disobey the order of Lord Jagannath?
So would you disobey the order of Lord Jagannath?
So then he carved the deities
So,
Jagannath Baladev Subhadra.
so then he carved the deities of Lord Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra.
So he carved the deities, and when he finished, he was cured of leprosy.
So he carved the deities, and when he was finished, he was cured of his leprosy.
Normally, the deities like in Jagannath, that changed every 12 years.
Normally the deities, like in Jagannath Puri, they're changed every 12 years.
We have the deities here at Rajapur.
But we have the deities here in Rajapur.
And it's the same deities, 500 years.
And it's the same deities, 500 years.
These deities are very active.
Now these deities are very active.
In Bengal, they call Jagrata.
In Bengal, they call Jagrata.
Right. So, we're worshiping this Jagannath Subhadra and Balaram.
So we are worshipping this Jagannath, Subhadra and Balaram.
So, one time, the Pujari was riding his bicycle back to Māyāpur.
So one time the Pujari, he was riding his bicycle back to Māyāpur.
There was a guy sleeping on the road.
And there was a guy sleeping on the road.
And he jumped up and screaming, he pushed the Pujari off the bike.
And he jumped up and, excuse me, he pushed the Pujari off the bike.
And he was lying on the ground.
And then he was lying on the ground.
He was lying on the ground.
Then he was lying on the ground.
They thought, what did I do wrong?
And then they thought, what did I do wrong?
So then they went back to the temple.
Then he went back to the temple.
He put salt instead of sugar in the Charanamrita.
He had put salt instead of sugar in the Charanamrita.
So we have so many examples of how if you make a mistake.
So we have so many examples of how if you make a mistake,
the deities immediately react.
The deities immediately react.
So, standard there, anyone who comes, we let them go.
So you see, we have a standard there. Anyone who comes, we let them go in.
One guy, he took Jagannath tongue sweet, and he threw it on the ground. I do not take the food offer to deities.
So one guy, he took a Jagannath tongue prasadam and he threw it on the ground. I do not take food offered to the deities.
And then the Pujari said, why do you come here?
So then the Pujari said, then why do you come here?
And you come here, is to worship the deity.
We come here just to worship the deity.
So then, I left.
So then the guy left.
Beardwala Muslim.
He was
Beardwala Muslim.
a beardwala Muslim.
The next day came by, and the Pujari asked him, what are you doing here?
The next day he came back and the Pujari asked him, what are you doing here?
Please give me prasadam.
Please give me prasadam.
Are you crazy or what?
Are you crazy or what?
Yesterday you threw it, today you're begging for it.
Yesterday you threw it and today you're begging for it.
You see, this guy with the white face, he grabbed my neck.
You see, this guy with the white face, he grabbed my neck.
He threatened me that you threw my brother's prasad on the ground.
And he threatened me. You threw the prasad of my brother onto the ground.
And that lady, the yellow lady, she said, get him, get him.
And that lady, that yellow lady, she said, get him, get him.
Then the guy with the big smile and the black face, he said, let him go. His first offense, not so serious.
So then the guy with the black face and big smile, he said, let him go. It's his first offense. It's not so serious.
So, I believe, I believe.
So I believe, I believe.
I believe.
I believe.
I want prasadam.
I want
I'll never
prasadam.
throw prasadam again.
I'm not going to throw prasadam again.
So he would give them prasad and he ate it.
So he gave him prasadam and he ate it.
So I didn't know what to say throughout the day.
So I don't know what to say, Shivadra Devi.
This is a pastime I know.
This is a pastime I know of.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Bol. Jai Jai His Holiness Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Jai His Holiness Srila Jayapataka Swami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajaka Stottar Sat Sri Srimad Srila Bhaya Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Thank you for watching our videos. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.